Hi guys and girls, and welcome to my second shout out video as promised. I'd just like to say that everybody get yourself over to Larry Williams videos. He's the guy who started off our little community, and he does a shout out every Saturday, a Saturday shout out. So if you haven't already checked him out, go check him out, and please subscribe to his channel and all the artists on there. As you can see this week I've got the help of my Cocker Spaniel Jess, if she can keep her mind on the job. She's a great help, she really is. I'd just like to ask you to watch to the end this week. It's nothing to do with me wanting views. I just really value all the artists that are on here. And the last artist this week is a very special shout out for me. So if you could all watch, that would be great. So let's move on to the first artist, which is Chrissycanvasart. Yep, this is Chrissy. She's a self-taught acrylic artist from Lancashire in the UK. And I really love this woman. I really like watching her videos. She's down to earth. She makes me laugh. She's got a British sense of humour, which of course I can relate to because I'm British. So please go and check her out and take a look at her artwork. This is the first piece, which was a piece she did called Easy Owl on a 7.5-inch canvas board in acrylic paint. The thing you'll notice about this artist as well is that her use of light is really cool. She seems to get some really cool reflection on her work with the work that she does, with the whites that she uses. This is a wall at her home, I think, with a few of her works on. This piece I really love. It's the cobblestones are just so well done. She's titled it Memory Lane. I just love that, again, the light on it, and everything about it is brilliant. The texture of the flowers, the walls, it's just fantastic. And this one I absolutely love. I mean, there's the use of the light I was talking about, the sun going down onto the water and coming to the front of the picture, and the tree is absolutely fantastic. This is one that she made up herself from memory, of a little hedgehog and a snail, and it, as she points out on her Instagram, it does look like the hedgehog sort of saying, am I going to eat the snail or not? That's really cute. And this is a really well done piece as well. I think these are all in acrylic, by the way. This is a red tree. I just love the deep green in the grass as well. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And this is one of my favourites. I love this sunset. I just love the colour of the sky. And the brickwork in the bridge is absolutely fantastic. I think it goes together really well. And again, the reflection, the light under the bridge on the water. It's a really fantastic job. She's a really good artist, and I really like her work. Again, the use of light here is just absolutely fantastic. This is a palette knife drawing, I believe, on A4 canvas board. And it's just, again, that's what sticks out to me, is that use of light. And this one is Chrissy's version of her Garden of Eden, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. The detail in the trees and the flowers, and again, the use of light from the sun and the sky, just fantastic colours. This is one that she did a reproduction of Vincent van Gogh. I think she really studied this and looked at the colours that he used behind the colours to get the desired effect. And I think she really enjoyed doing this one. She's really pleased with the outcome. This is one that I wanted to put up, the process of it up. This is her latest work, and it's of a caravan and a horse that she used to own. I believe that she built the caravan with her husband, and they took their 7-year-old daughter on an adventure with this caravan and the horse. You can please go and watch this video, and you'll get the full story of it. And it's she chats away about what happened and how it all came about, and some really funny parts on there as well. She makes me chuckle. She always makes me laugh when I watch her videos. It's a really well done piece. Some really good detail goes into the caravan, and the horse looks great, and again the sky is brilliant. And I really love her work. I can't say enough about how much I really love it. And I'd just like to say thanks, Chrissy, as well, because Chrissy in this video did a shout out for me as well, and I really appreciate that. I think that's great. I wasn't expecting that. I was watching the video with my morning coffee, as I've already told you, Chrissy, and it was a really pleasant surprise to hear my name pop up. So that was really lovely. So please get on over to Chrissy and give your support. Her links to Instagram and YouTube are in the description. she deserves a lot more subscribers than she's got. So please, everybody, just bomb over there. If you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe to her. And that's Chrissycanvasart. Let's move on to the second artist, which is Dennis C. Nolasco. Now, this is another really, really nice guy who I really like a lot. And he's quite diverse with his work, and he works with ink, watercolour, he does digital art and comic book stuff, drawings, he does all sorts. And I really like his work. What drew me to him at first was that he does a sort of daily sketchbook type thing. This one is a Buddha, rainforest, and a Bali statue. Yeah, he churns these out daily. I don't know how he does it, but he does somehow. This one's Dog Beach, Goodbyes, Skull, Enlighten, Want, and Pub. It's just so diverse and so many different things in his work, and it's just really cool to look at because there's always something drawing you somewhere else, drawing your eyes somewhere else. This is Lausus, Spiralize, Funky, Sunrise, and Jester. That's another one. And this piece I absolutely love. This is I think this is a pastel piece with Carbothello and Mungyao pastel on grey Clairefontaine pastel mat. And this is the Scarlett Johansson version of the girl with a pearl earring of the famous Vermeer painting. And believe me, this would not look out of place next to it, and I know because I live a few miles from the original, from the actual Vermeer painting. So absolutely fantastic job. I love this. Well done, Dennis. It's a brilliant job, that is. This is a piece that he did, I think it's Dip Pen and Ink. It's a drawing of St Benedict that he did as a gift for his mother. What a wonderful gift. I mean, it looks really great in the frame, and it's rendered really well. I like the... It's got that sort of sepia look to it, and I really like that. I think it looks fantastic, and I'm sure his mother really loved it. On to another one of his daily sketches, and this is... I think two of them are called The Girl in the Barrel and Rogue, which are based on a Dungeons and Dragons game that Dennis plays. The other one's Time Lady, Cottage, and Water Spirit, I think. I hope I've got that right, Dennis. And the next one, a daily sketchbook one, is Polka Orc, Rave Girl, Gem Rogue, Porcelain Doll, Model Selfie, and Versailles Duchess. So that's another varied collection of drawings. I think they're really cool, and I think it's great that he does this every day. And it's not just little sketches that are just randomly sought out. I think he puts thought into it, and you can see the work that's gone into them. This is Rainbow Dreads, Dancer Over Dog, Aborigine, and African Statue. Now this one is a video that Dennis did on a Harry Potter book, illustrated Harry Potter book. It's really cool. Go check it out. It's really interesting to see the artwork in the book all the way through. And he does a really good job on narrating the video, and you'll see what a nice guy he is from the video as well. And this one was a thing he did for Easter Crack. There's the rabbit. It was a secret challenge, I think, an art challenge, and it's called Breaking Bugs. So yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. So everybody get on over and visit Dennis and give him a subscription. Right, the third one is Davy J.Y Art with a pen. Now this guy blows my mind sometimes. He draws with a pen, and by a pen, it's just a black ink pen, just a normal black pen, even a biro, I think, in some cases. And he draws a lot of dinosaurs and monsters from games and things like that. He also does some other varied stuff as well, which I'll show you at the start. But I really love the dinosaur work that he does. It really stands out to me. It's fantastic, and the detail this guy comes out with, he's just brilliant. And again, he's another really lovely guy. This is a drawing of one of the xenomorphs from Alien, I believe. Look at the detail in it. I don't have to say anything about it. It's just fantastic. This is Predator. You can see all the detail that goes into this. These are all just pen marks, and he drew this with a pen. It's hard to believe. And I'm a massive King Kong fan. I love King Kong. I'm a big fan of the original movie and the Pete Jackson film as well. And this is, I can't believe that that's in a black pen. It looks like a pencil drawing. It's amazing. It really, really is. I can't say enough about it. This is the second Predator drawing he did, which is a bit more detailed than the first, I think. It looks fantastic. Moving on to the dinosaurs that I was talking about now. I mean, who doesn't love dinosaurs? This is T-Rex. Again, hard to believe that that's in pen. It's just unbelievable. The detail in that is fantastic, and how dark he goes on the darks is really makes it pop. The rest of the drawing pop. Really fantastic work. This, I believe, is an Ankylosaurus, I think. I hope I've got that right, Davey. Again, the detail is amazing, as it is with this next drawing. And I'd just like to show with the next drawing a little bit of the process, what he does. These are all screenshots from his YouTube. I can't tell you how difficult this is to do and how proficient this guy is at doing it. It absolutely looks fantastic, and hats off to him. Hats off to you, Davey. I was going to say at the start I think he's a Geordie, but I'm not going to say that because I don't think that would be fair, because I don't know if he's from Tyneside or Wearside or near that area. Sounds like a Geordie accent to me, but I wasn't going to say that. But that's how I actually remember the guy. When I remember Davy, but the JY sometimes, the Davy J.Y Art, sometimes I forget the JY, so I remember it by thinking, why? That's how I remember it. I know that's really bad, Davy, but you can take the piss out of my Midlands accent anytime you like, mate. Everybody else does. So this one I've put up the process of this one because I'm a big anime fan and a big fan of this film, and I think, like me, Davy saw this film when it originally came out. This is a drawing of Akira, one of the all-time classics, and I think this is really well done again, and I really love this. And it's just hard to believe that the guy is using the same pen, because the darks look so, there's such a contrast between the light and the darks on there, and it's just he's using a light hand for the lights, pressing harder for the dark, or using layers and going over it again and again, and the outcome is fantastic. I love it. It's really one of my favourite pieces by him. This one scared the bejesus out of me when I turned it on, because I've got my headphones in and there was a zombie screen at the start. It's a Walking Dead zombie, this one. And this is his latest, or one of his latest drawings, I think it was. I think this is Genji from the video game Overwatch. Interesting here is the yellow pen that Davy's using, which is different for him, I think. And it does make the drawing pop. It's a nice touch. So again, I can't say enough about this guy. I think he's absolutely fantastic. So get on over to his channel if you haven't, and please subscribe and give him your support, because he deserves it. He's a fantastic artist and I really like him. And now I'm going to move on to the final artist, and this is Meg. And this is something that I really have looked forward to doing, because this girl, I think she's fantastic. She's 25. And I've been speaking to her of late. We've had a few messages, and we've both agreed that it's okay for me to tell you guys that Meg is a schizophrenic. She's in hospital at the moment. She's trying to work her way through this. She's a great artist, and Larry mentioned in his latest shout-out video that a lot of artists draw from emotion, and I think that's very true. I really think that's true. I think he was talking about an artist on there, Skylar, which I'm going to do a shout out for in the future as well. And I think it's a pretty similar thing with Meg. What I'd like to do, Meg's been really open with me and really brave, and I feel really humbled that she's trusted me with her thoughts and her feelings and what she's going through. There are things that I'm not going to say on here because they're very personal to her. And if she ever wants to in the future, then that's up to her, but it's not my place to do that. But what I'd like to do now is read out a statement from Meg, which we both agreed that this would be a good thing to do, because she wants to raise awareness for schizophrenia. So without further ado, I'm going to read out this statement from Meg. These are Meg's words. My work is normally a product of distraction and coping. So if I'm having a bad day, or even a really good day, I'll paint something. Sadly, sometimes I can't though. Nothing comes out, or I just can't bring myself to pick up a brush. In the future, I'd love to show the inner workings of my brain, but at the moment, I'm too scared to actually show it. But art will always be a part of me. So, schizophrenia and me sometimes get on, and everything is okay. Sometimes it convinces me that some of my darker thoughts are real. I get super paranoid because of this. Sometimes I hear voices that aren't really there, but they seem very real to me at the time. So I'm currently in hospital to work through these things, and I'm actually doing well. I can now rationalise and see that those things are not real and go and talk to someone for help. So those are actually Meg's words, and I think that's so brave of her to open up like that. I can't even begin to imagine what this young lady goes through on a daily basis. As I said, she's 25 years old. At the moment, she hasn't painted, I don't think, done anything for about a month because she's been working through her issues with schizophrenia. I think in her work, you can really see the emotion, you can see the deepness of it, you can see the thought that's gone into it, the feeling that's gone into it, and I feel a real affinity to this girl. I think she's fantastic. She's such a bubbly character, she's such a lovely person, and that's probably what makes it harder for her when she does get the darker side come through, when she does get these deep and dark thoughts. That's what makes it hard for her, because she is such a lovely person and she is such an open person. So it must make it difficult for her to cope and wonder why it's happening. And it's great now that she's actually doing something about it and she can talk to somebody and she can work through it. And I for one, wish her all the best. I really do. Now, I know that there are always going to be haters in the world. There's always going to be stupid people who say stupid things. I don't normally respond to haters. I don't normally respond to people who haven't got a brain. I just ignore them. But I'd just like to say that if anybody says anything negative against Meg in the comments to this video, firstly, I will remove it. Secondly, I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. Believe me, I will. And thirdly, I'll get you removed from YouTube. Because this girl is fantastic. She's a fantastic artist. She's a fantastic person. I will give her all the support I can in any way that I can. And I urge the rest of you in our artist community to do the same. So please get on over there and subscribe to Meg if you haven't already. Give her your support. Give her something. Give her some happy thoughts. Give her some positivity. I want to talk a bit about some of her paintings now. She's quite a spaced thing girl. She likes stuff in space and drawing space drawings, and I love the way she does these space clouds. She's done a few of these. This one with the space sort of universe coming out of the astronaut. I really like that. I think it's really well done. And this is one that she did, I think it's of the inner workings of a brain. It's amazing. A lot of work went into it. I think it took her 12 hours or something, so it's really well done. And here's another one of those universe spacey type theme ones that I talked about. I think Meg primarily works in watercolour. This is one that she started to work on and that she eventually did finish. I think she was struggling with it for a while. She didn't quite know how it was going to turn out. I think she used some different mediums on this. She used watercolour, I think she used ink, and I'm not sure if she used acrylic paint, not sure, but I know that she did use a few different mediums on this. And in the end, as you will see in the next few moments, it turned out okay. And it's based on the Sandra Bullock film Gravity, and I think she did a really good job. So in summing up at the end of this video, all I can say is go and support all the artists on here. Please go and subscribe, and please go and give your support to Meg. As I've already said, this is a fantastic person. I've got a lot of time for her. I've got a lot of time for her, and I really hope she pulls through all this, and I hope she gets the help that she needs. And I for one love the girl, so please go and visit her. Please subscribe to my channel as well if you already haven't, and subscribe to Jess because I'm sure she would love it. Thanks so much for watching, and go and subscribe to these 4 absolutely brilliant artists.